This is a really lovely place actually to just, I was about to say shit. We'd really wanted to go back up Vitosha Mountain while we're here and actually do the full mountain. You can get the cable car to a kind of like elevated point and then walk the rest of the way up to the peak. But we found out that the cable car was actually closed, and whilst we could have got a taxi up to the kind of elevated point and then walked up from there, we kind of thought it would be a shame to kind of miss out on the cable car, because I think that would be part of the fun of it all. So it doesn't look like we're going to get to go up Vitosha while we're here. One tip I would say though is phone up first to check if the cable car is working, because sometimes when you look on the website or on Google it says it is open, which was the case for us, but luckily the owner of our Airbnb called them and they confirmed that it was shut. So definitely worth phoning ahead, because you don't want to get there, go all that way, because it's quite a way to get there and then find out the cable car's closed. So to cut a long story short, we decided to do something different. We will come back and do Vitosha Mountain another time when we return to Bulgaria. But today we've decided to go a little bit out of Sofia, and we've come to this lovely lake behind me, and it's very beautiful, very nice, and it's called Pancharevo Lake. And not only have you got the lovely lake that you can walk around, which we're about to do, but there's also actually a swimming pool on the edge of the lake that is actually a hot spring thermal swimming pool. So we thought that would be quite nice to do as well after we've done a walk around the lake. So that's what we're going to do today. We took a taxi out here and it cost about 16 lev, which was about £8. So reasonable, because it is actually quite a distance. It took us about 20 minutes in the taxi, so yeah, really reasonable price. But you can get public transport here as well. You can get a metro and then a bus, but we just thought it was a lot quicker to just jump in a taxi. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start with a little walk around the lake, and we're just going to hope that the sun stays out. It is meant to cloud over later, but the good thing is that the pool is heated with the hot springs, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue.
So, like always, gone a little detour and we just happened upon someone's camp. But there was a big, huge, like, figurehead down there as well, which is quite weird. But there was no one there, but maybe they're still sleeping. But it doesn't look like we can get around this way, so we'll try somewhere else.
Sofia and maybe come for a little picnic in the summer months. We are at the beginning of June just now, but it's unseasonably colder than it normally is in June here, I've been informed. Typical, just our luck. But yeah, I think this would be a really nice place to come just for a little chill day with a wee picnic. Actually reminds me a wee bit of Scotland. It's very green and it's slightly chilly, so it's almost like being back at home. We've now crossed over onto the other side of the lake, and once more we're on a kind of roadway and we're away from the lake, but I'm hoping that soon we'll be able to get back down to the water's edge.
If you've any idea what this abandoned building, there's actually a restaurant there. I think it's still working, but there's a huge part of it that's abandoned. I just want to know what it is. And these steps, it looks like it's like sort of gallery steps, maybe an old hotel, old restaurant. If you do know, leave it in the comments.
This is a really lovely place actually to just sit and enjoy the views over the lake, and you've also got a really beautiful view of Vitosha Mountain from here as well, which actually still has some snow on it. So maybe it's for the best that we didn't go up there, because if you saw our video where we went up Vitosha Mountain to Bojana waterfall, you'll know that we don't really have very appropriate footwear with us on this trip, so yeah, it's maybe a good thing that the cable car was closed. We're going home in a few days, and well, I've got mixed emotions about that actually. To be honest with you, I could quite happily continue being away, and I think just having this time out has been really good for both of us. But it's also kind of reignited our passion for adventure and travel, and it's also just kind of made us realise that if things don't work out for us in terms of being able to have a family, then actually, you know, there's a whole world out there, and I think we'd actually really love to do some more exploring. So we go back to Scotland in a few days, and I am looking forward to getting back to my own bed for a while, comfy mattress, and not having to live out of suitcases, and also earning some money, because we haven't done that for the last few months. But I am going to miss just that freedom, that sense of freedom, and that sense of discovery and exploring new places. I think I'm definitely going to miss that when we get home.
Going back home would be nice to see family and friends. Do you know, and I hope we get what we want and we have a little baby. But if we don't, then we can carve out a life that's just as good. You know, we can do more travelling. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, just want to enjoy our last few days in beautiful Bulgaria. Idea what this is, but I kind of love stuff like this. It's yeah, who knows what this is.
We're heading back up the lake. Most of the path has been up on the road, so don't expect to be able to kind of walk right on the lakeside, because you can't. But it's still really pretty in amongst all the trees and things. So we're just heading back now to go to the thermal swimming pool. So we'll see what that's like. There are actually some hikes that you can do that go right up into the hills up there, which probably are really beautiful to do. We're not going to do them today because we're feeling a bit lazy, and the walk around the lake has been enough for us, but I think it would be quite cool to come back on a nice day and do that, because I'm sure there's some really pretty things to see up there and lovely views. we started from. We got the taxi to drop us off at the swimming pool bit, and the whole walk actually took us about 2.5 hours, but that's only because we were setting up shots and things, and also we sat for quite a long time at those step bits. So I think you could probably do the whole thing in like an hour and a half. We've got a really healthy lunch. Unfortunately there wasn't a big selection, I think perhaps because it's off season. So yeah, fizzy juice and carbs galore. What more could you want? If you want a little bit more luxury, then there is actually a spa right opposite from here, literally across the road, I can see it from here, called Infinity Spa. We just noticed it when we came here and I had a wee look online, and it looks really nice. It's got like a little swimming pool with like a glass kind of front bit, and it's also got a wee outdoor bit as well. I think it's got like saunas and stuff like that as well. So that's probably a little bit more high end than this place. And this place cost 15 lev each, and that includes a chair. You can get in for 10 lev each without a chair. So 15 lev is probably about like £7, whereas the spa place across the road is 50 lev each, so that's probably about £25. But that includes, I think you get like complimentary slippers, robe. I think you get unlimited tea, coffee and fruit and water. So I think that would probably be quite nice to do as well. But we've opted for the cheaper version. This is amazing. It's so hot, the water. It's actually a lot hotter than I thought it would be. And it's just so relaxing. Like, yeah, it's perfect.
That is superb. It's like going into a lovely warm bath. I'm going to take the waterproof camera in just to show you around, because I can't take the Osmo because you get a splash of water on it and it's doomed. I would recommend coming here. You can just hang out in one of the loungers, and you know, it's getting a bit overcast now, but yeah, totally worth it. I'm glad we came. If you have enjoyed this episode, hit the little bell so you get reminders about when we bring out another episode, and if you fancy, why not subscribe? It's totally free and it'll help us out loads. Thanks for watching. See you later.